The solid EQ is again based on an SSL EQ, and it sounds the works. It's got 2 filters, high pass, low pass, to bring sounds back into the mix or cut out the low energy that you don't need in a mix. It's got 4 bands: low frequency, low mid frequency, high mid frequency, and high frequency. And you get to choose between the E series EQ and the G series EQ. These have a bit of a different sound. It's subtle, but the G series is a bit more in your face, if you will. And I'm going to see if I need to use it on any of these tracks, probably on all of them. So I'm going to start with the kick. I think the kick needed a bit of a boost in the low end. So I'm going to try, I don't know, around 71st. Yeah, nice, a bit warmer. See if I can roll off a bit of the highs. Excellent. Fast results, I like that. Let's also try the E curve. Yeah, I'm not hearing that much of a difference here. Let's go to the drum loop. I'm gonna leave the kick open so I can EQ the drum loop against the kick. Oh, hold on. Maybe turn it down a bit. Maybe the high mid demonstrates the difference between the E and the G series a bit better. See how the E pulls back the loop a bit and the G really pushes it in front. But in this case, I just want to take out a bit of the high mids. There's a nice little graphic touch on the resonance, the Q here. If I move that, you can actually see the little graph below it change. So this is a wide Q, this is a narrow Q. Nice. AB. That's a lot cleaner, you hear that? Probably due mostly to the filter right there. Oh, I'm missing a part here. The filter bit, that needs to be a lot louder. Don't think it needs EQ or dynamics, so might as well turn those off. Louder. Well, actually, I think it needs to sound a bit more like the rest of the guitars, so I need to boost a bit of the mids here. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. So there you have it. Maybe just a tiny bit of low cutting on those sweeps, just to be on the safe side. And the other one as well. I love the low cut filter on this, or high pass filter on this solid EQ. So there you have it. The guitars, those needed a bit of EQing, especially the melody guitar. I can immediately hear it clean up using this filter. It's a very nice sounding filter. it kind of leaves the sound intact. And my problem with a lot of digital filters is that it changes the character of a sound way too much. But in this case, I'm low cutting them up until 300-400, and it still sounds solid. Maybe that's why. No. I'll just low cut a bit of the guitar chords. Let's go to the bass, always thing that needs attention. I want to make it sound nice and warm. Excellent. And then there's the lead here. I'm going to push that forward a bit using the high mids. The right needs a little bit of low cutting for sure. And there's this noise that I have. It starts at the beginning of the track. And that certainly needs a bit of low cutting. It's way too thick. Bit of EQ also, maybe around 1,000 hertz. No, it's a lot lower. That'll fit into the mix a lot better. I got this sound effect over here. Not sure where it is, but I can maybe see it a lot better if I click that little button. And it's very, very heavy. Don't need the compression. Yeah, it's a bit thick. Low cut it a bit. Take out a bit of the lows, low mids. Actually, I think I need to put back a bit of that low mid. This effect here, the little snare, needs a lot of low cutting. I'm sure about that, because it's very thick and loud. Bring it in a bit like that. Yeah, it's got way too much low end. Take out a bit of that. It'll clog up my entire mix. Don't want that. There you go. It's a lot better. Maybe a tiny bit of a cut in the high mids. Yeah, that's a lot better. And now the mix starts to sound a bit more cohesive. Komplete doesn't come with the usual mastering plugins that you know, like multi-band compressors or limiters, brick wall limiters. But it does feature an incredible sounding mastering EQ called Passive EQ. And look at this one. It has only fixed frequencies, as you can see. These are stepped knobs, which makes it really useful for mastering, and a choice of boost or cut for each of the 4 bands. Then there's a low-pass filter, also stepped, and a high-pass filter. I can turn on or off each band over here. And the reason this one's so useful for mastering is because it leaves the character and integrity of your sound intact, but still adds that mojo that you're looking for, that depth, that sparkling highs. I'm going to try a little mastering on this one. Before I do so, I'm going to add the adaptive limiter just to prevent overloads, nothing else. I think the track sounds good as it is, but maybe I can try and make it sound even a little better. See, there's actually a type of saturation going on. When I boosted that much on 27 kilohertz, I could clearly hear a little compression happening. There's a bit much of 3K, I think. So I'm going to cut a bit of that. And maybe just a little cut in the low mids around 390. Make up for the loss in gain, just a bit. Yeah, I think it makes it sound a lot better, almost hi-fi, a lot friendlier, especially in the high mids, and gives it a nice shimmering at the top. Once again. These high mids in the guitar parts, they're a bit harsh, so it's good that I can take them out with this one. Awesome, the passive EQ.